In this morning's Good Question, a recent deadly shooting by Rochester police has prompted questions about Rochester's Persons in Crisis team.
You know, mental health and wellness is a huge concern for us all the way around, and so that's where working with our Person in Crisis team, with victims advocates, that sort of thing, all the different ways around to make sure that everybody's okay.
That was Captain Greg Bello of the Rochester Police Department speaking after last Thursday's shooting of a young man who officers say pulled a gun and refused to drop it. Some of you wanted to know, how active is the PIC team in our community? And Emily, you looked at some recent statistics. What did you find?
Well, Lynette, the city created the PIC team about 5 years ago, and it's still very active, responding to dozens of calls every week. There's data available to the public similar to RPD's open data portal, but specifically tracking the Person in Crisis team.
David writes, I remember when a PIC team was forming. Then we never heard any more about it. The City of Rochester announced its PIC team, or Person in Crisis team, in 2021. The team responds to non-violent calls for people experiencing emergencies. It responds to situations involving mental and behavioral health, including suicidal individuals, wellness checks, and homelessness, among other things. According to the city's PIC dashboard, the team has responded to more than 30,000 calls since it launched. The city reports 15% of PIC calls were handled by only PIC members. About 20% of calls required a co-response with another agency. 49 calls resulted in arrests, and 136 people declined support. About 58% of calls say service not provided. Many of those were because first responders advised PIC not needed.
According to the city's data, the vast majority of PIC calls, 93%, are referred by the 911 call center. About 6% come from the 211 hotline, and the rest come from community members, the 988 Lifeline, and Rochester Police. If you have a good question you'd like answered, send us an email at goodquestion@w